with the huge AI sell-off happening right now, this is creating juicy opportunities for us patient option sellers. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my 5 setups that I'm eyeing this week for the wheel strategy. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you're having an absolutely God-blessed day. A very special giveaway. If you drop a comment down below, you're going to get my 10 favorite AI stocks that I'm eyeing, especially during this massive sell-off that we are seeing in the markets. All you got to do is drop a comment down below on today's video. And of course, hit that like button and that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. It really helps this channel grow. But guys, today I'm showing you guys 5 of my favorite setups that I'm watching right now during this big AI sell-off because I think it's creating some massive amounts of opportunity, but always go and do your own research, of course. So first and foremost, my crowd favorite, my personal top 3 favorite high conviction stocks is Arista, okay? Now, this stock, I'm not gonna lie, guys, has been giving me quite the sleepless nights here. Now, the cool thing about being an option seller is I don't need something to happen. But with that said, we did see a nice recovery back towards that middle Bollinger Band area around that 130-ish. We even hit like 134 for a few times, and I was really excited about that to see us really recover back to those all-time highs. I do believe Arista will be back at all-time highs. We're just seeing a big pullback across the board and really all across the whole tech sector. So I'm really focusing in on those really ones that I believe in long-term. Arista obviously is one of those. Now, what am I looking at and what am I eyeing with Arista? Well, we are now going to see how we test this 123 200-day moving average, okay? So what I'm going to be watching is we did drop below that. We dropped to that like 117 level towards the end of November, about a month ago, and then we kind of saw a retraction back up. We hit that 130, 134-ish level, and now we're starting to kind of see a big sell-off. Obviously, after Oracle earnings, kind of brought the whole market kind of back down. Really, Oracle is the first company that really got punished for that big investments that they make into AI, and now we're seeing that bleed over into other stocks, which at the end of the day does create opportunities for us. It just does. So I'm curious how we're going to test this 123 level. If we start dropping below that 123, obviously, I'm going to be watching for the 300-day moving average at 111. I'm going to be looking at like 110s. I'm going to be looking at like 115 puts on Arista. I really do not mind assignment here, so I don't mind being a little bit more aggressive. Taking a look at the chain, I'm definitely not doing short-term stuff right here, guys, because as we see, things can change like that. So for me, I'm always going 30, 45 days out for right now. I need to be patient. So I'm looking at like January 16th. That's about 30 days. I'm just going to flip over to the puts and see what kind of premiums we can at least get right now. Let's go look at the some of the premiums that we can maybe collect here. Let's go see January 9th. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, even if we look at like the 115s, we're collecting around 230, 237 really was the last. So even if the 115s, we're collecting, let's just say 225 on this. Let's go take a look at our premium calculator. Obviously, these results will vary depending on what you're seeing. Obviously, I'm doing this on a Sunday, so at open, we will see a lot more different premiums. So, but the 115s, is really a great support level in my personal opinion on this. So this would lock up about $11,500 of ours, which gets us to around that 2% return on our collateral, which is where I personally like to be when I'm trading in this kind of environment. I'm not going to be playing super close to the money where, I'm collecting $500-$600 of premium. That's a little too sketchy for me. I need to be around that 20 to 30 delta, preferably around 25, right? I'm trying to be right there at the middle where I'm going to be very nicely rewarded if I get assignment at a great strike price. So you can see right here, I've got a 24 delta, which is perfect, right? 24% chance of assignment. And then always, like my ultimate number, guys, when I do this, this is always my return on collateral. That is your ultimate risk, right? If you're shooting for the stars 3-4%, right? Like you're going to get burned, right? You're going to get burned, but it's okay if you like the stock and you want to hold it long term anyway. And of course, if you want my cash secure put calculator, my covered call calculator, as well as my full trade log template for yourself, attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop down below. I give that all to you for free at the end of that 90-minute training. I know it's going to be extremely valuable for you, especially. But man, a 7% drop on Friday, did not make me feel good. Doesn't make any of us feel good. But with that said, this is where we kind of have to hold strong as option sellers, guys, because we are paid to be patient. And unfortunately, it is it's nerve-wracking, right? Because when a stock's dropping to sell more puts on it. But that's why I always recommend having a high conviction watch list for yourself. Next one I am watching is AMD, okay? So AMD also, right? we kind of see this very similar pattern, right? Around that at the end of November, we all kind of, a lot of these stocks dropped below their bottom Bollinger Band and then saw a nice quick recovery. Now with AMD, we are still fairly far off our 2 and 300-day moving average. And with that said, this is a back burner setup for me, that's for sure. I'm going to be looking primarily at the what's giving me the best technicals right now, right? And it's not necessarily always going to be like where am I going to collect the most premium, right? I'm going to be looking where am I getting the best possible setups on high conviction stocks for me. So for me, like with an AMD, right, it's still trading around 210. It did drop around 5% here on Friday, but still look how far above we're still over the 200-day moving average of 177, 300-day moving average 148. We're still way above that. So I would need to see that come back a little bit further. But with that said, if you like the stock, it doesn't really matter because we are still in a great setup territory for cash secured puts. Obviously, we're trading right between the middle and bottom Bollinger Band, and the premiums here are obviously really, really good as well. I mean, even if you look at, let's just go look at like a 20 delta here. Like for example, the 190s. Let's see, the 190s right here. You're collecting what, $355. They're not. It's not crazy. Let's go. Let's go take a look at that real quick. So what is that? The 20 delta. You're getting $19,000 locked up. You're locking up $19,000 on that play, and you are collecting around 355. Let's see, just under that 2%. Right. That's right. Again, I like those kind of plays because think about it. When you sell that put, you got to assume you're going to get a sign, guys. A lot of you get burned and you get worried because, you know what, you sell a put and then you're scared when you get a sign. But think about it, guys, right? If I even get a sign AMD at 190, right? There's only a 20% chance. Obviously, technicals are all BS in my opinion, but still, I would be below my bottom Bollinger Band, right, of 195, and I would still be decently above the 200-day moving average. But still, right, in my personal opinion, it's a great setup. But AMD definitely, in my opinion, a little bit more high risk. But we'll see what happens with that one. So, whoops, let me bring this back into view here, guys. Apologies. Sometimes it likes to freak out on me. All right, let's bring it back into our view here. So next setup I am watching, I brought this one up yesterday, is Oracle. I am strongly considering jumping into this at this point. I am very strongly considering jumping into Oracle, right? This is probably the best setup right now. Why? Because we have dipped, right? Look at this. We've been playing in this 2 and 300-day moving average area, and now we are now below our 300-day moving average of $200. Obviously down 4.5% here on Friday, right? Obviously it can continue to go down further on us. Obviously, nobody knows. But with that said, right, being below these key moving averages gives me personally a sense of peace, right? Even the last 6 months, it has been 6 months since we have seen these levels. With Oracle, that gives me a sense of comfort, especially being so oversold on the RSI as well, guys. I mean, we have not been even at this RSI. I mean, it has been a long time. I mean, not even in the last 6 months. So, obviously, I think a lot of these companies, these are short-term pain, but long-term, these investments that these companies are making in AI are going to pay dividends. Obviously, they're more risk. Obviously, spread yourself out, diversification. Don't go full pour in on like one stock. Probably not a real good idea for you, but this one is really, really nice. So what am I looking at? Right? What strikes am I looking at? Well, I always go start looking at the deltas, right? And even here, like I said, last 6 months, it's been 6 months since we had it. So I'm going to start looking at, let's see Oracle here. We'll go out our 30 days out, looking at like roughly a 20 delta. It's like 175s, 170, still decent premium. I mean, the ROI on collateral isn't going to be like the absolute best here at this point. I think we know that. I mean, we're even at the let's say the 170s, right? We'll do the 175s. Let's do the 175. So 17,500, right? We're locking up. Now this one is going to be the one that's just under 30 days. That's 26 days away. So it's not a full 30 days. But we're collecting here on the 175s, we're collecting $350 of premium, right? So $350 premium. Now that gets us, that's our best setup so far that we've seen, right? Now, obviously, why? Because it's being sold off very heavily. People are nervous. Remember, us as wheel strategy investors and Ark Options traders, we're really just insurance salesmen. That's literally what we're doing here. But with that said, I mean, taking a look at this, guys, like I believe like we will see all-time highs again with Oracle. Man, what a drop here, man. What an absolute absolute drop. I mean, even at 195s here, man, that was in November 2024, which is kind of absolutely insane. So I am really, really considering jumping into this one this week myself. Next one, obviously, I'm watching is Nvidia, right? They're selling the shovels, right? Can't ignore that. They're selling the shovels in this AI space, and way better setup than AMD in my personal opinion. Trading at 175, also down, over 3% here on Friday, but we're close. We're close to those 200 and 300-day moving averages, right? So in my personal opinion, what am I going to do? I'm going to look at things at like 165, right? Obviously, the 150s, there's not going to be anything there for us at the 300-day moving average. I mean, unless we go far out. I mean, even the 150s, you're collecting $100, but you're locking up, $15,000 for just $100, right? It's only a 9 delta, so only about a 10% chance of actually happening. In my personal opinion, I don't really play with those 10% deltas. I know there's like a group of individuals on X that like love doing 10 delta stuff. Me personally, I just don't understand like what would be the purpose of doing 10 delta, because like you might as well just like buy and hold SPY and QQQ. Like at that point, to be honest with you, I don't get the point. You kind of have to be, when you're selling options, I think a good balance is 20-30 delta, because you want to get a sign, because eventually, when you sell your covered calls, you're missing out on a whole appreciation game. If you're only selling 10 delta stuff, like your ROI on your collateral is like always going to be like under 1%, which it's like, what's the, like, I just don't get it. Maybe I get the argument if you did them weekly, like sure, but even the weeklies, I mean, you're not going to get anything at 10 delta. It just doesn't, personally for me, that it might work for some people that, like I said, I talked to with X on X about this. But for me, again, I'm going to be looking at stuff at key support levels. That's how I trade. That's how I want to be. I'm not a full-time trader, but even at like 165, I don't even mind 165s here, and those are a very nice premium, $340. 27 delta, so definitely more aggressive. Now with Nvidia, I would be more aggressive because I genuinely, like similar to Arista, I am bullish on Nvidia long term. So locking up $16,500, and what was the last on that? $340 of premium collected on that. So getting over that 2% return on collateral in under at a 26-day period. So definitely a little bit more aggressive on that front for sure. So make sure you know those risks. I think that's the ultimate indicators, how much return on collateral you're getting, not necessarily your deltas, not the technicals, right? Making sure you're comfortable. Obviously, this is an environment that is a little bit scary, right? There's going to be more short-term pain. I definitely believe there will be more short-term pain here over the coming weeks. Now, the last one I want to talk about is definitely the most absolute degenerate one on my list, and I want to talk about it, and that is Coreweave. I definitely believe in this company. I do. I have not pulled the trigger on this. I want to. I genuinely want to, because I think what they're doing is absolutely incredible in the AI space. However, I need to be patient with this one, guys. It has obviously been on an absolute tear, right? And it has just been ping-ponging back and forth here, right? Obviously, 10% drop is quite frightening on Friday's close here. And look at that. We are still not even at the bottom Bollinger Band. Look at the spread on this Bollinger Band. 121 top, 53 at the bottom. This needs to get down a little bit further, right? I want to see this get a little bit further down. Really where it was, let's just say like around the 65 levels, where I'd want to see how we test it around. So let's take a look at the premium. The premiums are quite insane here. Remember, Coreweave's fairly, they just only IPO'd recently, right? We don't have that much information on this company. Obviously, extremely risky play here, guys. Usually I'm more blue chip stock stuff, but right now I'm getting my focus back in on like tech, right? And that's where I'm putting a lot of my focus. You guys, if you followed this channel for a long time, these weekly wheel picks that I do on Sunday, right? What have I been talking about? I've been talking about like boring stocks like Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, and I've been patient. Why have I been patient? I didn't touch anything in like that tech sector. I wasn't talking about Nvidia, AMD, any of these stocks, right? Because I've been patient. I waited until the setups came. The setups are starting to form now, right? Are they obviously perfect? No, they're not perfect, but they're starting to really look really juicy. Now with Coreweave, this is a one that I would genuinely, honestly do like one single contract of. And again, I'm going to be a lot less aggressive on this one. I'm looking at like literally 20 delta, if not a little bit lower. So like a 67. Let's see what a 67 gets us. So 67 still, I mean, we're not even that far off that. Let's take a look at a couple more strikes here on what we can actually get. Even like 64s, I'd be looking 15 delta. So 64s, we're getting about 174. 174. Wow. 174 on the 6 and locking up $6,400. Like I would literally do one contract of this. Look at that. 2.72% return on your collateral. That is higher risk, much higher risk. When you are going for almost 3% return on your collateral in a 26-day period, and somebody tells you that's not risky, they out the damn minds. This is obviously a very, very risky company. You got to believe in it. You got to form your own reasons on why you invest in your companies, because you damn well better be ready to take assignment. But with that said, guys, if you want my full trackers, you want the full list, trade logs here to keep yourself organized, you absolutely need to keep yourself organized, especially when you're selling options, because brokers just absolutely are terrible with it. Make sure to click that first link down below in the description of today's video. Attend our Ark Options Workshop, 90 minutes of pure value, how to take the wheel strategy to the next level, whether you're a beginner or a veteran. Click that first link, and at the end, I give you all of these resources completely for free, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.